Brother Tajuddin has a question, and he says that that he has his money in a saving account in a bank, and he receives interest from it. Currently, he is taking the interest amount from the bank and giving it to the poor without expecting reward from Allah. Is this allowed or not? Please advise. If you go to a bank, usually, according to what I know, you have the choice of having a current account or a savings account. A current account is an account that they give you a checkbook, and you deposit the money, you withdraw the money whenever you want, as much as you want, and they don't give you any interest on it. A saving account is different. It's an agreement between you and the bank that you save a certain amount of money, and they would invest this money in their business or in any fashion they see fit, and they would give you a fixed interest, 1%, 2%, 5%, depending on what they generate or what they agree with you. If this is the case, if the bank has these two accounts and you choose a saving account, this means that you are dealing in riba. This means that you have committed a major sin, because the choice was yours. You're the one who chose to open this bank account knowing that they will give you interest, while you had the choice to open a current account with no interest. So you wouldn't be dealing in riba if you opened a current account, but you chose not to. In this case, it is sinful for you to have this bank account. And the interest you're getting, definitely it would be logical that you give it away to the poor as a form of cleansing your money, but you will not be rewarded for that. And this would not exempt you from the punishment, because you chose this and you decided to deal in riba. Now, the second scenario is a different one, and that is when you open a saving account because there isn't any other account. There are certain countries and certain banks that don't have a current account, or they merge the two. It is a current account, but at the same time they deposit or they give you interest on the money you have in their banks, whether you like it or not. So if this is the scenario, if this is the bank that does not give you the room or the opportunity to open a current account, in this case, what you're doing is right. You take the interest and you dispose of it in means that are permissible as a form of cleansing your money, not as a form of getting closer to Allah or seeking the thawab or the reward from Allah the Almighty. Now, having said that, I know that there are some scholars that would say if it is an interest-based bank, a traditional and conventional bank, I know that whatever I deposit with them, they will deal in riba with it. They will lend it to people and they will get interest from them. So if I decide to open a current account, it would be as if I'm saying to them, keep the interest for yourself, and this would add to their wealth and would make them stronger and richer. That is why I'm opening a saving account, so that I would deprive them from this interest and I would utilize it in the goodness of humanity. At the first glance, this is a very noble cause. But if you analyze it Islamically, at the end of the day, on the day of judgment, when you come and stand in front of Allah Azza wa Jal, and Allah is questioning you, my slave, my servant, why did you open a saving account and charged interest for that? What would your answer be? Would you say, oh Allah, I took the interest, I dealt in riba, but I paid the money for the poor and the needy? This does not change the fact that you dealt in riba, that your transactions were haram, which Allah forbade you from doing. Therefore, your noble cause is not going to help you because you did something wrong. It's like someone saying that I have a noble cause of calling this beautiful lady to Islam. She's not a Muslim, so I will invite her for dinner and we will have this chat together for 3-4 hours, maybe go to a nightclub, but only for the sake of Allah. I'm doing this so that I call her for Islam. This is a noble cause, but the method being used is haram. It's forbidden for you to do this, to chat, to socialize, to do all of these acts, even if you have a noble cause. It has to be in accordance with the Quran and Sunnah. And that is why in numerous places in the Quran, Allah says that those who believe and do righteous deeds. You can believe and have a noble cause, but if the methods used are not proper and not in accordance with the Quran and Sunnah, you would be sinful for doing this.